The Amoses are here, the Amos family, and of course, who is this?
My name is Liz Baker, and I'm the executive director of greatergood.org.
And what does Greater Good do?
Greatergood.org is a 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is to help people, pets, and the planet. We are lucky enough to be the charity partner with Bathe to Save and the amazing team that's here today.
How did you get into this?
To Bathe to Save or charity, or both?
This charity.
This charity, I had worked in another charity that helped specifically shelter pets, and had decided that I wanted to continue doing that, but also help people on the planet as well.
So what specifically does Greater Good do?
We are a mix of funders, so we work globally in 122 different countries, and we also have our own programs. One of our main focuses is helping the sheltering community and getting pets adopted.
So the money that we give to you goes where?
The money that you give to us through this event goes to local shelters and rescues to help get animals groomed and dogs adopted.
What do you think of this event?
I think it's amazing. I think it's so much fun. And that's the thing, adopting a pet can be fun. You know, grooming a pet can be fun. And it's so important, not just for your own dog, but you need to groom shelter dogs. It makes them more adoptable, it helps prevent disease, and it makes them feel better. And when they feel better, they look better to people looking for a pet in their home.
How's the tour going?
Well, g'day everybody. No, the tour's going great. Partnering up with the Greater Good was one of the best things we did, because what it does, it pushes us in the right direction. There's a lot of politics in the whole rescue world, and these guys seem to sift that apart, and we're able to get all the money, give it to the 501c, and then they push it out as grants to the shelters.
Why are there politics in the rescue world?
I just think that there are a lot of people that have their shelters and their businesses that want to sort of grow it their way. But if we all came together and did it collectively, we'd have a much better result overall.
So tell me about the tour. You do this in other cities?
Well, okay, so this is the short version. 5 Australians, my wife, 3 beautiful kids, 3 rabbits and a dog, 50 states, 150 plus cities, washing dogs at shelters and events, raising awareness for animal adoption and animal rescue, and our goal is to raise $1 million with all of the sponsors together.
How many have you been to already?
Well, this is the thing. We sort of bit off a little more than we could chew, and the first 9 months was finding our feet. We've been to 27 states, but from today, we're going to be doing 50 states again and all the capital cities from this moment moving forward. So we're going to go back through the 27 we've already been to.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
Now, why do you do what you do?
Well, obviously the big blue dog that everybody can see is my company from Australia. We've got over 200 franchises over there. So our idea...
Bathe dog.
Bathe Dogs, it's a grooming franchise. So we wanted to do something good. There's a lot of businesses that want to come back in for the community, raise awareness and do something good. That's what we want to do first, and then we want to bring the business in, because once we leave the shelters, then the business model comes in, marries up with the shelters, and continues the Bathe to Save legacy as the years roll on.
What do you think of him?
I think he's amazing. I think traveling around to every state with your family in an RV to raise money for shelter pets, I mean, who does that? Oh wait, Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, who does that? It's amazing.
Well, you know, it's never been done before, which is great, because every day is a new day. And, you know, it's nice to sort of escape when you get inside the bubble's head. No one knows where you are, so I can sort of hide myself a little bit. So it's interesting, that's for sure.
Obviously, your business is a success that you can afford to do this.
Well, I think we got to a certain point where we were just going in each month and building it. And now we've got to a point with so much exposure and great partnerships that the sponsorships are now becoming very important to us, so we can continue for the next 12 months.
The way it works, people come here, they pay like $25, you bathe their dogs,
Yep.
and then that goes into...
Yep.
That goes to
Greater
us,
Good.
and then we give it out to local shelter and rescue groups in the area.
And can people adopt dogs here too?
Well, yes, they can. The idea is that some shelters will let you take dogs home today. Others, you've got to go through a bit more of a stringent process. But the whole idea is to get people to commit and take dogs home. And as we were talking before, Wild Pets that provide all the shampoos and the products, That's helping us clean them so much better so they do actually get adopted, married up with the greater good, created the perfect storm, and now we've got all these other sponsors that you've actually spoken to a couple already today, like Bathe and Fortress Credit. These guys are really good because we need them moving forward.
Why is it important to rescue a dog when you could say, I'd like to go to a pet store and buy a dog or
Well, I mean,
breed dog?
I think rescue dogs are better. I think there are responsible breeders out there, but unfortunately, a lot of the time, the breeding is just backyard breeders. And there are so many amazing shelter pets that need a home. It's a numbers game. They
Yeah.
need to get out of the shelters and into homes.
Yeah, I'd even like to say that there's a movement going on. I really feel it's growing so fast that people want to get a rescue instead of a purebred, and it's growing and growing.
My daughter rescued a dog from Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
amazing.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
Quite a number of
yeah,
dogs.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I salute you both. You do great. The Amoses are unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Well,
How
thank
do
you,
you
mate.
drive that thing?
We drove it in here today. We drove it down this little tiny footpath to get in here, and I thought, you know what? No one's ever done that before, so why not try and do
you
it
the
today?
driver?
I'm the bus driver. 40,000 miles in 7 months.
You're the only driver.
I'm the only
right?
driver.
Crazy.
I know. All
Crazy.
right.
Where do you live, Liz?
I live in Tucson, Arizona.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
And Larry?
Keep it up, Amos.
I live in the RV. That one there. Thank you,
Wonderful.
mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All
A lot
right.
of room in there.
Thank you.